Yes, people. What's going on? Welcome back to Saeed TV, and we are live Sunday night Unfiltered podcast. We're here, all smiley faces, all buzzing. Listen, we got our 3 points, and I tell you what, Man United are starting the year with a bang. We're in the top 4. Something that I don't know if we've done this season, or I'm not sure. But anyway, big up to the community. Make sure you smash a like on the video. We've got Andy Tate in the building. Andy, Happy New Year to you, mate.
Happy New Year, mate, and Happy New Year, Double A. Yeah, it's a nice, quiet Sunday. Didn't get up till like 12 o'clock. You got to have a lie-in. It's like
Absolutely.
You don't get many Sundays to have a lie-in, so enjoy it.
Absolutely, man. And obviously, Double A, Happy New Year to you. Obviously, I met your pops as well, Old Trafford, on Wednesday. But yeah, big up to you, man.
Yeah, man. Happy New Year to you two fellas. Everyone watching, the community, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope 2023 is a good year, not just for United, but also for you in your personal lives. Yeah, man. Good to be back. Saeed, I got to ask you a quick question. You know your new intro, yeah? Did I inspire that with a little Brazilian samba?
Yeah, man. Brazilian samba, man. I like it.
Nice intro, that. I like that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate
it,
man.
I love it, man.
Big up to you, man. I appreciate it, man. And obviously, big up Flawless. Hopefully, he'll be here. Big up to him as well. But yeah, listen, guys, we're going to start off by looking at the Premier League table, man. And it has good reading for Man United because we are 4th in the league. And we're not only just 4th, we're not far away from City, not far away from Newcastle with a game in hand over them. We're jumped ahead of Tottenham, who lost today, and Chelsea. Well, Chelsea, listen, they're down in 8th. We don't need to worry about them. But Andy, start off with you, mate. 4th. Good reading, man. It's all good. It's all positive at the minute.
Yeah, it's looking good. It's looking positive, and big month coming up because come the end of January, we could look even higher. Because why not? I'm looking higher. The next run of games for everybody. Big month for everybody. So you could top 4 race. Could be a little bit of a breakaway. More teams coming into it. I think the cut-off points, Liverpool. That's it. So you're thinking of 4 teams going into that top 4, 6 teams all fighting, varying. I mean, you could even have a 6-way title race the way things could go to come the end of January. But the top 4 is the main target. But if I'm thinking higher on forward, I'll do that game at a time. But I'm excited for this top 4 race. I know it's not we all are in a title race, but yeah, definitely we're looking good. And we move on to Bournemouth on Tuesday, looking good.
Yeah. Before I bring Double A in, Zamia says, Happy New Year, Andy. Great T-shirt. Which Ghostbuster film is your fave and top of the league? You had to add that one in. But he's asking you.
It's 84. It's got to be the 84 one. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. Double A, man. Listen, top 4. The reason why I think it's kind of mad because of the start we had of the season. We've just been quietly doing our business. Everyone written off Man United, A lot of fans, I've been on so many podcasts, everyone written off United saying, no, too much problems. But the job that Ten Hag has done, like I said, he spent a bit of money, but everyone else has spent money. Chelsea has spent money. Bloody hell, mate. Chelsea has spent a fortune. Nobody wants to talk about that. But we're 4th in the league. Like I said, 4 points behind City, who we do play in a couple of weeks. Newcastle go to Arsenal, I think, on Tuesday. Bro, listen, we got Bournemouth on Tuesday, who again got smacked up by Southampton. Was it Southampton that got smacked up? Was it? Yeah. So, listen, what do you reckon, bro, when you look at that? Does that make you really positive?
You have to be positive. So, considering the first 2 games, and we thought, shit, we're back to last season. We thought, we're in the mud again. Here we go. Same old shit. We're going to struggle. And, you can look at different variants of why it got better. Maguire coming out of the team, maybe the team just suddenly clicked. Everything's getting better and better, and I think we just have to be positive. We're 4th. We're starting the year in 4th, and I think we just want to be there or thereabouts. I'm not gonna. I'd love to be as positive as Andy and start talking about title races and
title
all that.
charge. Yeah, famous last words from me.
I can't allow myself to do that.
Season.
I can't allow myself to do that. I want it. I definitely want it. I want United to be there, yeah. But listen, we'll take it a game at a time. Let's get through Bournemouth, and then obviously, like you say, we've got them bit a lot from the blue side of Manchester. So I want United to keep on going. We'll talk about yesterday, and it's never an easy place to go. But this team is looking happy. This team is looking a unit, and we have to be massively positive, mate. 100%.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Listen, I think big up to, I think it's Flawless is here. Yes, Flawless, you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Apologies on the lateness, man. Apologies.
Nah, it's all good, man.
Don't worry about it.
It's all right when it's you, bro. Anyone else will be fuming, but when it's you, it's okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man. But nah, it's good to be on, man. It's good to be back. Big up you, man.
Happy New Year,
every
man.
time.
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New
bro.
Year to you, man. Man.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to all you three. But Happy New Year to the chat as well. Happy New Year to the chat.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We're just talking about the league table, Flawless. Rivals are in the mud. They're crumbling. I see Matisse stressing. I see Toby stressing out. Listen, mate, it's a good feeling, isn't it? Because we used to be like that last season and the season before that. Now it's good to watch it and just you know what I mean. Like it's like enjoy it, innit? Really
enjoy rival tears. It's always good to watch chaos when it's not yours. You know what I'm saying? And that it's like someone a couple having an argument outside in it on your street. You're gonna look out the window. You're gonna look out the window.
Yeah,
when you gonna look out the window in it, 100%. But when you're involved in that, being nosy. But when it's your issue with your other half, that's a problem. You feel me? And that's a problem. So yeah, it's great to see the Chelsea tears. Great to see the Chelsea tears.
Amazing.
I love it. Oh yeah. Even today, like with them drawing against Forest and that, they're in bits already.
Yeah.
They're in bits. The Chelsea
crazy, isn't it?
Are in bits already.
Yeah,
they spent a lot of money. They have spent a lot of money.
They could be out.
Yeah. Are you surprised by the fact that we're fourth, Flawless, in terms of, or are you like, you know what, Ten Hag deserves his credit, like, you know, he's been cooking, he's been, since that turnaround for the first two games, I think Man United have already lost, one game, is it? Man City, and then after that it was Aston Villa. Two.
It was two. Yeah, I am surprised because Ten Hag has exceeded my expectations. You know what I'm saying? Like I did have high expectations for him, but we all know the mess he was walking into. When we all spoke on this in the summer, like when you look at, forget it, like Casemiro's now here, Eriksen's here, Malacia is here, Anthony, all these players weren't here. And we had a lot of players leaving as well. Wamata left, Matic left, Lingard left, Pogba left, etc., etc. So we did dodge the massive bullet with Conte as well. So he has exceeded my expectation. I didn't expect us to be this good, this quick. And we still have levels to go, but I've said it before, I'll say it again. I go into games confident now. Like when we're playing Forest, I'm confident we win. We just beat Wolves. I'm confident going into that game. The game's coming up against Everton and Charlton. I'm looking at Bournemouth, obviously, on Tuesday as well. I'm looking at that and going, there are games we should win. Obviously, you're not going to win every game, but it's a confidence thing. Like you said, we were the rivals last season. We're in tears. Look at the positive energy we do these shows in. Because everybody's happy. Everyone's playing better as well. And we're better defensively, we're better offensively, and we're just better over. I like the fact that we're having team performances. Yes, there is the odd outstanding performance like Casemiro versus Forest, but overall it's a good team performance. Everybody's pulling their weight, even with players missing, because that was the big concern. Dalot's injured. Wan-Bissaka's looked okay. Luke Shaw's playing centre back. I'm saying I can't believe it.
And excelling.
Excelling. He's actually looking good as a centre back.
You're in. That's the best way to do it.
And he's doing the job. Like when I've seen that against Wolves, I was like, that could be a concern. And I'm like, Luke Shaw's playing in a back four as well. So yeah, Ten Hag has a plan, but it's because we've not been coached for so long and actually had somebody in charge. I feel like someone's in charge at Manchester United now. I feel like there's a responsible adult in the room and we should be all right. Like that's how I feel. Before it was just free for all. I feel like nobody was in charge and it was a mess and nobody was held accountable. Whereas with Ten Hag, somebody's disciplining players. Like we've seen it with Rashford and obviously oversleeping and stuff. We've seen it with how he handled the Ronaldo situation.
Yeah,
these situations really could have went tits up and been very problematic for him. But I think he's dealt with it very well. Even the losses, the first two losses, the way he turned things around, he changed that. After the City loss, which was a bad loss, turned things around. The Villa loss, we bounced back. We're not losing it where we have some form of consistency and people, there is still levels to go.
Bounce back.
But there's a bounce back, there's a response. We're not losing. Well, the last time we won, we lost 2 games in a row was opening day of the season, 2 opening games. Right. And now we're 16, 17 games into the season. Obviously, you got Europa League and domestic cup. So yeah, man, I'm looking at it. But yeah, in regards to the top 4 as well, I didn't expect everybody to be as bad as they've been. I didn't expect Chelsea to be this bad. I didn't think Liverpool would be this bad either. So that helps us with the top 4 run. But I've said target the cups. Go and win one of the trophies.
I don't know, man. Because
you look at it.
what's going to happen during this month? Like we got big games, man. Come the end of January, what do you prioritise? Do you start fantasising? Ten Hag, he needs a player. What do you want? We've got a chance at the league. All right. What are you going to do? That player I need because we are an injury away. An injury away. We are short on goals. But
we are very short.
You know, so much promise could come the end of January. We can't spend any money. Mate, who do you prioritise? If you've got a chance of winning the Premier League, you could have 6 teams. I know it's silly. I know it shouldn't be talking like this, but it could happen come the end of the month. The cups are coming thick and fast. I know, team rotation and all that. But hey, who knows what could come? It could be a top 4 race come end of January, accept that. But Arsenal got some big games coming in the next few weeks, man.
Oh yeah, definitely they do.
They're vulnerable. They're vulnerable at the back, man. They got really lucky yesterday in them last 10 minutes.
Well, that's why I ain't concerned about
4-3 with 5 minutes injury time. Oh, that would have been interesting.
Very interesting.
There to be got at.
You know what? Is it like big up to Fat Boy? He says, Double A, please, we don't need to get ahead of ourselves. Is that it's the kind of feeling? It's one of them where you kind of can see where Andy's going, but at the same time, you've been held back because the Glazers really they need to get some loan signings. Yeah. They're not going to spend any money at Double A. They have to get some loan signings in, and they need to get some striker. Because yesterday, I can't lie to you, man. Martial weren't it yesterday, but then we had to put Rashford in the middle. Then Donny had to come in. We don't have any options, man. No options on the bench. Double A, none.
Nah, man. I'm done with Sancho. Martial. I'm out. I think
fair enough.
That performance yesterday. I mean, bro, he
should have scored.
He's just so lazy. He's nothing. You know, he's lazy in the press. He doesn't look interested. He passed the ball out to Garnacho. Garnacho's running into the box, and he's just jogging into the box. It's like, bro, you're the number 9. What are you doing? I can't stick up for him. But you know, it is what it is, and he's going to be used. He's probably going to stick around for the season. And we've just got to deal with that. But yeah, I get you know, Sancho coming back. Hopefully, he's going to add a little bit more firepower because, like you say, you know, some of the options off the bench aren't great. I'm just I don't want to get giddy, but it's like he's starting to see some of the fruits of his labor, and that's where we should get excited because for too long we've not looked like even competing with any top team in the league, and now. Yeah. Like someone in the comments saying, you said, and Flawless said, we don't fear anyone. We don't going into games confident all the time, and you know, I'm all for it because this is what we want as fans. We want to be excited to watch Manchester United. To think Manchester United should not fear anyone. Yes, we've had a couple of bad results, but I don't think that City result happens again. I know someone mentioned it in the chat and stuff, and I think. You know, City, not fear us, but going into the game. But City shouldn't go into this game thinking they're going to turn us over.
Look at yesterday, definitely.
Yeah, I think, you know, we're looking better and better, but it's a case of are we strong enough to see it through being in 4 competitions? Possibly not.
Let's use it as an experience, though. If we are in a title race, we're not expected to win it. Let's just use it.
Love it. You know what, Andy? I'm loving the optimism. I don't think we're in a title race, but I hope you're right. I hope we are in a title
optimistic.
race.
What is wrong with having confidence and being optimistic?
There's nothing wrong with that, isn't it? There's no. That's why I'm not here saying you're wrong. Nothing wrong with it. No.
Some points of generation and life, you say, "Oh, you can't do this, you can't do that." Jesus, what's the point in living? You got to have hope. You got to have. If you're in a good position. Just go for it. It's an experience.
Let me give you some optimism then, yeah, Andy. This is a question to you. Man United. sorry. Arsenal beat Newcastle. Man United beat Bournemouth. Possible. Chelsea beat Man City on Thursday. Hold on a minute. United beat Man City in the derby on Saturday. Shall I tell you where we are, Andy? We're second in the league.
I know, and we go to the Emirates on the Sunday.
We go to the Emirates on the Sunday.
In the words of
the scenario right there, Andy. What are you saying then?
Talk to me on that day. But if we're 2 points in second off the top, why not? just enjoy the experience. We've beaten once, we could do it again. But you have to go for a game at a time. I accept that. But I tell you what, if we could top the league coming into January. Well, Mr. Arnold, what are you going to do about it? What do you prioritise? I'd rather have the Premier League than beating Barcelona any day of the week.
Of course.
Nobody expects Arsenal to win the league. They're chugging along. Nobody expects us to win the league or Newcastle. They're chugging along all right. So remember Leicester City?
It's the squad, though. It's just a squad, man.
It's the squad. But you got to make injury free. You got to be suspension free. But if it's them last few hours, if there's a day to go in January, wow, we're top of the league. You're going to let this slip again like you did 2 years ago with Ole? Oh, we're not ready. We're not ready. Oh boy, you are ready, mate. You are ready.
Against Everton.
Top of the league, last day in January. You max your credit card. I don't care. You max it.
I'd be a legend.
I don't care. We're on a time charge. We're top of the league.
You gotta love Andy.
No, seriously, it might not happen. But if we're top of the league and it's the last day in January, Jesus Christ, sod Barcelona. I'm not interested.
No, I'm with you. If by some miracle, because there was a lot of ifs in what Saeed said. Because I'm saying people, we're not in a child's age. But if
Liverpool are coming up the rafters,
if we are top of the league come January, we're in with a shout. If we are top of the league, but that's just top of the league, people. But at the end of January,
I know, because then you prioritize
and then that's when we then, to me,
Europa League.
You then prioritize the Premier League, because I don't think the Premier League is a viable option currently right now. But if we are top of the league come January or close to it, like a 0.2-3 points off,
Flawless.
I'm saying
Did the rivals scare you? Did the rivals scare you? Look at Tottenham, disarray. Chelsea has spent so many money.
They don't scare me.
You don't know. What do you call
Liverpool don't scare me. We beat them. I know we can beat them.
Liverpool don't scare me. The one that I look at and go, I'm expecting them at some point to just turn up and turn it on is City. I'm expecting City to go on a run I've been waiting for it. But City, we've seen it before. We've seen it, and they are capable of it. City can go on a 10-15 game winning run. They can fully do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, JD, we just happy, man. Because for the first time in a long time, Manchester United are actually decent. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is, people. You know what I'm saying? That. So we were a homeless guy and someone give us a sandwich, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel like it's lobster. That's what it is. We were a homeless guy. Someone gave us a sandwich. Now we feel like it's lobster.
We're living off Greg's, and it's Greg's the lobster. Greg's the lobster. I'm telling you.
But nah, you know what though? Double A, what do you think our deficiencies are? Because like I said, up front, it's only Rashford that's getting the goals right now. You know what I mean? Anthony's not really picking up the goals. Obviously Martial got some at the start of the season, dried up a little. Scored against Forest, to be fair. So again, what's there in the market now? We need to spend money. We need to go and get something. We've been linked with Marcus Thuram today, which I don't think is the answer, for being honest with you. What are you thinking, Double A? What do we do? What's the strategy?
It's really tricky, isn't it? Obviously, the main guy we were meant to be getting is going to Liverpool, and then it's kind of a scraping the barrel situation. And I'm sick of seeing Depay's name. I don't want Depay. I don't think he's going to add anything. He's going to come on a big contract, and then we're going to be stuck with him when he stinks out the gaff again for another 3 years. No one will want him. It's got to be João Felix, hasn't it? I mean, it's got to be João Felix. You look at what he brings to that game yesterday in terms of creating when other players wasn't. I think he would have been perfect in that game yesterday and probably would have got a second goal. Other than that, like you said, Marcus Thuram, not for me. We're not got the money to go and buy Jonathan David.
Is it an old guy to the end of the season?
Gallo, stay far away. I don't want you nowhere.
I'd take Olivier Giroud.
I'd take Giroud. I think he had a good World Cup. I think he would be a great option for us. But I think he's looking at season. I think he's signing a new contract at Milan, I believe. So hands are tied. The big one's gone. The big fish is gone now. So I know the balking at the £20 million pound asking deal for that loan for João Felix, but Ten Hag needs something where, like you say, Anthony's he looked better than he did against Nottingham Forest yesterday, but he's still a bit short. And then, if Rashford starts going through a rough patch, we are struggling for goals. But But yeah, fingers crossed they can pull something out of the bag because Ten Hag needs it and they need to back the man because he's got us all giddy. So they need to continue that good feeling.
If we're sneaking 1-0 between now and February, man,
he's
you've got to help him.
Yeah.
I mean, Rashford was the difference. Mind you, we all get out of bed late, don't we? So it's one of those.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. 100%,
when I first heard it, I thought,
I did it today, man. So.
Yeah,
exactly. It was funny. It was funny. At the end, it was like they're all best mates.
These things happen, man.
Yeah,
these things happen.
Guys, it's over 700 of you in the chat. Please smash a like on the video.
Bump up the likes, man.
Subscribe to the channel. Yeah. Make sure you just go check out these guys' channels. Link is in the description. Flawless, chat to me, striker-wise. Is that an area of concern for you? Because I don't want to rush Martial. Because I feel like if we rush him and we start kind of over-relying on him, that's where the injuries come in. And I seen yesterday, he was touching his Achilles a lot yesterday. Obviously, you might not see that on camera, but when I was at the stadium, I could see he was touching his Achilles a lot. So, And then obviously he subs him off because when he doesn't have that impact, you don't want him overstretching, overdoing things. So it's a kind of it's a catch-22. You do need Martial because then we don't have a striker off the bench, but then you've got to protect him, and that's not a good feeling, is it? When you think about it.
And this is us not planning because we didn't need this season to know about Martial. I've said it before, and I'll say it again about Martial. I think he's a talented player, 110%. I have my problem with Martial is he doesn't get on the pitch enough, and we know this. Like, this is not like it's his first season and where is he injury prone? We all know he's injury prone. He's been there since is it 7 years now? Was Van Gaal?
Yeah, 2015.
So it was 2015. So he's been here a long time. We know these things about Martial. I was saying it the entire summer. We need 3 strikers. You know what I'm saying? Minimum of 2. Yeah, man, Smokey saying it's hard to get the hair done. Thank you for noticing. But yeah, like we needed a strike. We need more than one striker. So even if we were to go and get someone who was older right now in January, we'd still need someone in the summer. Say we was to sign João Felix. Let's just use that hypothetically. He wouldn't be enough by himself because then you just have João Felix and Martial. And then if João Felix gets injured, you're back to square one. If Martial gets injured, you're just with João Felix. We need strength and depth in all positions. So is it a problem? Yes, it's a problem for me. We definitely need at least 2 strikers. That's just me the overall.
There's no contingency
and
at all.
That's it. Is us not planning, but that's not on Ten Hag because he inherited this mess. You know what I'm saying? It's not on him. Yeah, go on, Andy.
Like Flawless said, if we come the end of January, if we're in a promising position,
yes.
What is your contingency plan? He'll have to push him. He would have to push him.
He definitely has to because I think...
Look, we're getting sold. What are you going to give me? Are you going to just let this chance to win something? You're going to let it slide and walk off with your millions, your billions, like the parasites you are? Are you going to give me something?
I mean, the thing is, though, Andy, they've done it before. They did it last season. They wrote the season off in November by not bringing in a manager in.
Yep.
And then they didn't buy anyone in January when, we could have got Enzo Fernandez. We could have got Alvarez. Yep. We could have got these players last year and they turned. It's
probably different. No, I'm not. It probably will be the same. But come the end of January at AA, we could be. I know it's a long shot. We are in that position. You cannot let this opportunity slide.
Absolutely not.
Even like say the Glazer movement, they would have to press him.
We need to
because what he wants.
Yeah, because I think this January window is one of the most important January windows we've gone through in a long, long time. Because I think it legit could be season defining in terms of us winning the trophy. If Manchester United win a trophy this season, which I think we will anyway, we could look at whoever we do get in January and go, that was key to us winning X.
Exactly.
Like 110%. Like it is because you can
new owners and that.
New owners because you can see what Ten Hag's doing already. But we're showing where we're short. Like go and sign him even if I'm happy with a loan deal. I'm not even saying go and sign it, but that's why when I heard João Felix on loan, I said, okay, that makes sense, but I'm not necessarily saying it's just him. I'm saying go and find a loan player.
Didn't they? With Ronaldo, all them wages
we saved a lot of money. Yes. And that's on top of a lot of the wages that went in the summer because 4, 5, 6 of our biggest earners left in the summer. Then you had Ronaldo on top of that. We probably cleared like 1.5 million a week, 2 million a week just in wages alone, something crazy like that. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of money in terms of wages to be. And do you want to win or not? You have to roll the dice. Go and sign him a strike. We cannot go an entire season in 4 competitions with just Martial. Even if Martial was staying fit, I wouldn't want to do that. But you're relying a lot on it. And we're short in other areas, yes, but go and sign a striker on loan. This is where Ten Hag and the recruitment staff need to earn their money and go and locate somebody for 6 months.
I mean,
you're only looking short term.
You get to the end. You get to the end of January, potential League Cup final in a title race. What do you jigger about? And if
like
you get
Andy's thrown in that title race thing, I like that.
And I'm sorry,
I like
just
it.
Optimistic. I just want to be.
I like it though. It's good, man. It
you
sounds
go to Wembley on that weekend. You're in a title race. You win the League Cup, right? Everything. You basically you through the door. Your eyes are open. The world is there for you to see. It's there. You're there to make a name for yourself. For all them players. So the next 8 weeks are pivotal in the history of United, both on and off the pitch.
There's a lot of games, man. For me, it's the demanding games, the demanding the players. I think, you know what? Even when you look at the striker, I'm worried about like giving Casemiro time off because, like, bro, because I'm looking at it, I'm like Tommy and Fred, like, bro, I'm worried because, and I look at it, I think, yes, every team has that situation, but I just look at the situation, I'm like, yeah, man, 1 or 2 injuries and you're kind of screwed. So it's like, go and find that solution in January.
Yeah,
we're short.
Sell Maguire.
Casemiro may be rested for the cup games.
Yeah, because Saeed, we are short everywhere, and this was my biggest thing. I've been saying this. I think we are legit short, whether it's actual personnel or it's the level that drops off. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka's done a decent job, but do I think he's good enough to be back? Yeah, but do I think over a long period of time he's good enough to be back up? You just mentioned McFred, not good enough. You got Donny backing up Bruno, not good enough. You got Alanga backing up Anthony, not good enough. You got Rashford and Garnacho on the left. Behind Martial, there's nobody. There's no way should United be in 4 competitions and there's no recognized senior striker backup. That should not be happening. That should, unless there's like you have a crazy injury crisis, and we're literally 1 injury away from that. You mentioned Casemiro, and then it's Fred or McTominay in there, and all of a sudden we look miles different. All right, Shaw's done a good job at centre back, cool, but I don't want that long term because then if Malacia goes down, then who plays left back?
That's true.
Then you have to shift Shaw out, and then who played like centre back? Like then
Brandon Williams is in.
Brandon Williams. Then we're talking Brandon Williams and Wan-Bissaka
as well. Got Dalot to come back as well.
Yeah, Dalot to go back in the right back, but I'm saying like currently because he's injured right now. I'm saying with a couple injuries. So then we're potentially on a title charge with Brandon Williams and Wan-Bissaka as the fullbacks. Come on, man. That shouldn't be happening.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, I'm only suggesting we could be in.
I'm just saying, innit? That should not be happening. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. Also, we got the 2-legged flipping Carabao Cup. I still don't get why it's 2 legs, man. Just another piss take.
It's always been 2 legs, mate. It was only the 1 leg during the COVID season.
Is it gone back to
normal? It's always 2. Remember the 2-legged we lost with City before the world went to shit?
Yeah.
I would rather lose 1 a wet semi-final when you got a chance of winning it back at the other.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question there, Double A. Do we need to start looking at some player sales now? Because Maguire, Rio Ferdinand talked about BT, goes, he needs to be looking at finding a new club. But I'm like, Maguire doesn't want to leave. It's almost as if he's just waiting around. So we can get some player sales. I reckon you could get at least, I'm stretching it, but 20, 25 million for Maguire. I don't know, I'm stretching there. Double A.
Big stretch.
That's a big stretch. Okay.
Nah, I think you could get 30 mil for him. I mean, he's shown in the World Cup in the right system. With the right manager, he can be a good defender. I think just not for United. I think Rio is trying to appease the United fans with that. I think him saying that about Maguire, if it was Rio in that situation with Rio's mentality, he wouldn't say that. I'll be looking for a new club. He would take it on as a challenge to get back in the team, and that's the mentality that players should be having. So I would expect Maguire as the captain of Manchester United to be saying, I ain't taking this. I'm going to show you, Ten Hag. Just like he did with Rashford. Rashford.
Yeah.
I've seen people tweeting about, Rashford sure shown Ten Hag up there coming on scoring. Do you not think that's the reaction that Ten Hag wanted from Rashford when he come up? That's exactly. Ten Hag won that because he come on and scored the winner and should have scored 2. But Maguire needs to think the same. Next time I'm in, I need to prove that I'm the man and I'm the captain. I don't want him. Obviously, you know how I feel about him. I do think he needs to go. I'm not a fan of him at all. But that mentality is wrong, and Rio shouldn't be saying that. But you know, he's struggling at the moment. You've got, you know, Paul-Luc Jardine absolutely smashing life, showing
I like that.
He's the best centre back in the league. So, you know, we're all happy about that. But where we sell in January, I don't think we don't get rid of one player. I think, you know, Jones is going to go on a free. Williams we wouldn't get rid of. Wan-Bissaka would only probably be a loan, and it sounds like he's staying now anyway. So
Donny, he said to Ten Hag said about him that we don't want loans for him. You either stay or you prove your point, and you kind of leave. So.
I think that'd be the end of the season, though. I think, like Flawless said, if he gets injured, Bruno, it's Donny, and
can't let anybody out.
There's no one else after that. Really,
you can't let anybody go out. No, just can't let it do it. Bring somebody in, fine, but if the games are coming thick and fast, you're going to be playing FA Cup, League Cup. Who knows where you could go, what you could do, and every player is vital now to the system.
But Andy, though, if I switch that to you, though, Maguire's form for Man United, though, isn't. Again, I don't know if that can be kind of adjusted. Same way with Donny van der Beek, you're always going to have that. So why not ship them out in January and then go buy players in that basically are like for like, and then you could do something there better. But I don't know. That's the only way I'm looking at it, because then you've got loads of games.
Play players in certain games. If you don't want to play Maguire in certain big matches in a derby or an Arsenal, that's fair enough. You play him in the cup games. You use the players in certain games. That's what you mean. Everton, Charlton. You got enough to get over the line. You can do Maguire in that. You know what I mean? But say a two-legged semi, depends who you get. You can play the cup games and be part of the squad. And if he's still knocking on the door and still nagging, but if he's being kept out by Varane and all that, and Luke Shaw, he's not going to get a look in. You just got to sit, take your medicine, do your job. Because I heard he is professional, and that's what Ten Hag respects about him. His professionalism. But if you know what I mean? If more leaks come out about, it's not fair on Maguire, it's not fair. Life is not fair. You're paid to do a job, no matter how much you moan. If you're playing games, be thankful you're putting on that red shirt, even if it's cup games.
Facts. Yeah. I'm a Diallo. Listen, man. I think for me, I don't think we could recall him anyway, but that's good news for next season, man.
Newcastle recorded the goalie, didn't they?
It depends on the deal. So you could some loan deals that you have the recall clause activated, and in some you can't. So it varies. Same.
Bit surprised that we lost our goalkeeper now.
That was the worst signing ever. Dubravka made no sense, man. I never rated him at Newcastle, and it just made me nervous. Like I think it's probably worse than Taibbi, mate. You know what I mean? I never seen Taibbi.
When we went there again, Jose, and he beat us 1-0, and he took Pogba off, and Pogba was sulking on the. And he was like an octopus. He was saving everything.
I know. I remember that day.
Only game I remember. I'll just do a quick one on the transfer market. I don't think United will look to sign anyone until we get beat by Arsenal or City. Once we get beat by one of them two, if we do,
United,
when you're going to see some action.
They'll panic.
Oh, 100%.
But 100%. If we win them all, then what you're going to do if we're
I don't think they'll do it. Oh, you've got enough there. You've just beat City and Arsenal. Oh, no.
What you do? What do you do if you're in that position? Ten Hag's has now got the ammunition to say, look where we are now. 1-2 points off the top.
Both.
What are you going to help there?
You're both right. But I could see both scenarios. What you are both saying makes sense.
Yes, I agree. There's both scenarios. Both scenarios.
They both make sense.
But we're well equipped, because I know we never thought we was going to beat Liverpool at the start of the season. We've beaten Arsenal.
Oh yeah, we were dreading that Liverpool game.
Yeah. I fancy our chances against the other teams.
We was dreading that. Was Liverpool not straight after the opening too?
Yeah, it's after Brentford.
Yeah. Literally.
I thought it was going to get smashed.
Yeah, we was dreading it.
Come from?
Dreading it. And then it kind of kicked us on, because then we beat Leicester, we beat Southampton, we beat...
City was a blip. Look, we could get smashed by City and then go and beat Arsenal.
I don't think City would have beat us in that convincing manner had we not had about 4 weeks off, because we came straight into it. Listen,
Casemiro plays that game.
Yeah.
We don't lose that. We don't lose that. If Casemiro plays, we don't lose that. That's why we've got him now. We'll beat City at our place. I'll say that. Clip it, whatever you want.
I'm confident about City. I can't lie to you. I think it'll be a good game.
We'll beat City.
We have to get something out of it. We can't lose that. We have to get something out of it.
Yeah, that'll be a big blow. Big blow for losing.
Because too often they come to OT.
Because
too often they come to OT and just win comfortably. Like, let's give them a game. Man. I know we had the one where we beat them just before lockdown. But we got
two times they embarrassed us.
Yeah, their record at OT is too good. I think the majority of our wins have come at
the Liverpool game. It'll be like Liverpool game. The atmosphere will be sick. Like that was one of the best atmospheres I've seen against Liverpool, and I think we'll go the same way. And I just think we've got enough to beat them. I'm confident in that.
100%. Before you go, Saeed, you're not taking liberties, man. Likes is way too low. We're only on 242 likes and there's over 700 of you lot. Why is this Chelsea attacker conversion rate? What's going on? Get the likes up, man. You're not taking liberties.
Double A's getting me giddy here, thinking forward. I can't.
You know what it is, though? Can I
Stop flirting with me, man? You know what I mean? Don't break me out, please.
Let me just explain what there's a difference between jinx and being confident in your team right now and having the not chest, but that feeling that, you know what, let's have City on Derby Day. Let's be, you know what I mean? Like, come on. And we've looked at what they're like as well, what they're like right now.
Newcastle and me and my big mouth with the master plan, yeah. I'm not getting into that.
It was all a part of the master plan, innit? That is a one I love that.
Going to the game just with a little bit of confidence. I'd rather go to the derby with confidence than no confidence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm confident going into the game. 100%. I'm confident. I'm not going to go as far as to say we beat them because, like I said, it's still City. They are still the Deontay Wilder of this shit. They can still knock you out in one shot. Like I said, I'm expecting them at some point to go on a crazy run. Like, I think Pep just going to flip a switch at some point.
Alan, very lucky not to be sent off yesterday. I saw that.
Yeah,
he was.
Oh dear, what have I done? That could have been anything.
He ran away.
Yeah, and all his mates bailing him out. Very naughty.
He'll be running away. He'll be running away from Shardini as well on the 14th of Jan. Let me tell you. Hopefully
the back man.
Big Steve would have said, "No, it's an accident."
Do you know the Dubravka flawless? The Dubravka one. That didn't make sense now, but like I said, backup now, keeper is Tom Heaton now. Do you think United will address that, or are you just happy with Tom Heaton as backup?
I can't even say if I'm happy with Tom Heaton or backup, because I don't think I think I've seen him play one time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've not, no disrespect to Tom Heaton. If I passed him in the street, I wouldn't know it's Tom Heaton. I don't know what he looks like. I'm being serious. I legit could have walked past him in and around Manchester in the city centre or something and not know it's Tom Heaton. So I can't say he's good. I don't know if I've heard people write him off. I'm like, is he not a good? I don't know if he's a good goalkeeper or not. But would I like us to address it? Yes, because God forbid De Gea does get injured or something happens to De Gea, and then we're going into FA Cup games, Carabao Cup games, Europa League, and Tom Heaton is the number one. Because then who is the backup to Tom Heaton?
You're recording it, then you bring in a youth kid, don't you?
Yeah, then a youth kid's backup.
You got Bishop as well.
Yeah, you don't. So, like, go and get, like, United should be able to. It's not very difficult to go and get a backup goalkeeper. Like, we got Dubravka out of nowhere. Go and do something like that. Give us something there. I'm saying, like, where's Romero at? Is he still playing? If not,
Romero, I think he's in Argentina, I think somewhere. But
get him back.
Yeah,
Man's not even in Europe. Get him back.
I don't know where he is. I'll be honest with you. I know.
Let us know in the chat. Is Romero playing? If he's not playing wherever he's at,
he's in.
Go get him.
Is he not playing for Venezia now? I'm sure he's in Serie A.
He's in Italy.
He's in Italy. Yeah.
He's playing for some mid-table team in Italy. Yo, go get him back, man. Why we let him go in the first place? I don't know. He's great backup.
Venezia.
Yeah, exactly. Where they at in Serie A? Come on, man. They ain't playing. They even in the Conference League or anything. Go get him.
Is that a fancy kit? It looks like.
Yeah. The ones that have all the nice kit. Yeah.
It looks like you could wear it on a date with your girlfriend. Yeah.
Someone's gonna do that now. Someone's definitely going to be
out there. On the date.
In
Italy, you could probably get away with it.
Yeah. So it's just one of them. De Gea rarely gets injured, innit? But you don't want to.
You always plan for worst case scenario, man. It's better to, you know what I'm saying, have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
Need it to have it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's just a life skill. Never mind.
He's
Innit?
right.
That's why
Maybe
when you
you
go
got
out, you always
plans
take
for
a
other
jacket.
stuff.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you always take a jacket.
Stuff if you're top of the league. It's coming into January. Now you got to start planning.
Yeah, 100%, man.
I don't know. Flawless is laughing into his coffee or something there, man. It's always good when you laugh in the dark, innit? You're laughing in the dark.
You know why I'm laughing? Because the way that like this United top of the league and end of January is going out. I like the energy though. Your thoughts become things. Let's put out positive energy.
Why not? Why not?
Top of the league. I hope come the end of January. I don't know when like this show falls. I'm going to check the calendar. But hopefully it's a Sunday and we're top of the league come the end of January. That's what I'm hoping for.
Sunday the 15th.
I'll go viral. Fuck.
You go,
mate. It's mad, man. It's mad. I just think right now, I mean, players are getting the groove. Double A, we're resilient, man. One thing, Double A, is that we're resilient now. We're not just soft anymore. That soft underbelly is gone now, in a sense. Since that game against Man City, we've not conceded mad amount of goals. Normally it could be like 1-0 down or whatever. Or these guys are just not, they're not doing that. They're not folding.
Yeah, it's funny, a few people in the chat are saying, "Oh, you look at you beating relegation for a 1-0, blah blah blah, and you think you can beat the title contenders." Well, we've already beat Arsenal, so Arsenal fans can just hold that for a second while I continue on with this one. To be fair, no, but I mean, if Arsenal or City or Liverpool win that game yesterday in the way we did, it's labelled as that's one of them games you win when you're going for a title. That's one of them scrappy 1-0. You get in, you get out, you take the 3 points, and you move on. That's all we did yesterday. Yes, in times it wasn't pretty, but I don't think we ever looked like in danger. I don't think Wolves were resilient or going at us with loads of pressure, loads of chances. We looked comfortable. The back four, the back five looked solid. Casemiro was there, had a good game. It was all about the front. It's all about them front five, or front six that were struggling to get us to score goals. That easily could have been, with an informed striker, that game could have been 3-4-0 easily, because we were creating opportunities in that first half, especially. Second half, we dropped off a little bit, but then Rashford came on, changed the game. So I think it's just one of those games that we have to get the 3 points. And United fans hate going to Molineux because we struggle when we're there. I think we won the last couple, though, but it's not a nice place in the boring games. So for us to go there and get a win, I'm happy with it. We move on to Bournemouth and we take it a game at a time. That's all I'm focusing on. Just before we move on, there was a comment from Out of Context Sarcasm City.
Big up the Out of Context Sarcasm City TV account.
United got to be City. Listen, Manchester United on the 14th of January, 12:30 kickoff. We are going to beat Manchester City. I'm telling you that now, guys. So take it. Do what you want with it.
There you go. And and Out of Context Sarcasm City to whoever is running that account, because it's not me, people. Just put it out there. I don't know. Salute to you, whoever's running it, man. Innit? Like,
I'm commenting to myself. Yeah, man.
You got flawless, man. You got fans out here, man. I mean,
I'm just trying to be like you, fam. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be like you, Saeed. You know what I'm saying? It's facts. Actually, ironically, just yesterday, someone recognized me from your show. I was out yesterday. And he was like, "Yo, I seen you on Saeed TV." Swear
do you know what? Yesterday, I got a DM off someone who said, "I seen you on Saeed. I thought you talk well." They must have obviously been drunk at the time. So you've got a fan.
No. You talk well, man. Big up, man. That's what it's about, man. It's a community, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I met Double A's dad, man. And listen, man, he's a hard man. You know when you say hard, man? He was like, listen, this is what's happening. This is what's happening. I was like, I agree.
Stubborn Jamaican man who
he's stubborn. Stubborn Jamaican. Say less. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I know when it comes to Caribbean, I'm Caribbean descent. I know. Yes, I'm fully trust.
Big up the old man if he's watching.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up, man. Like I said, man. Yeah, absolutely, man. Big up to Samuel Twer. He says, Ronaldo made me love the game. I did not like Ten Hag because of this. But this coach is the real deal. I have to respect.
Yeah,
you know what? Fair play, for understanding that. And, like I said, understanding that Ten Hag was doing what's best for the team. And like I said, Ronaldo came out. He didn't want to be second fiddle. He didn't want to, he wanted to be a main man. He clashed with the idea of Ten Hag. And listen, man, people have got their both ideas. He's now gone to Al Nassr. Ten Hag's enjoying his team.
gonna
Both
rule
parties come together.
Yeah,
So it's all about.
he's
gonna
in
rule
Saudi.
that.
He's in Saudi Arabia, and this is the same striker people were starting up front for us trying to contend for league titles and Europa Leagues and FA Cups, and like that's where his levels are. Like I said this at the time.
And
I'm saying if he leaves, he's going nowhere. No top European club is going in for him. But hey, is what
and
it
if
is.
we're in a position, we're going to do something, he's going to have big regrets.
Absolutely. He
Big
could have been a part of it. That's the crazy part.
He could have been a part of it, mate, but you fluffed
100%.
it. You had an
100%.
interview with an absolute slime ball. End of story.
Yeah,
Facts.
absolutely. And obviously, Piers Morgan didn't have any interest for Man United. You know what I'm saying? So, Smoke says,
Makes it even more imperative we stuff him and get go top of the league.
Yeah, absolutely. Smokey says, don't let certain man talk whilst late on the big six. Yeah, listen, don't worry, man. In 10 minutes, we'll be there, man. And like I said, Tottenham, they're in tears. They're in massive trouble, man. Listen, this Tottenham team, without the backing and the way their squad is right now in a minute, Conte could possibly be leaving in summer. Bro, and then Chelsea as well. They're spending money at it, but they don't have no clue what they're doing. Like, bro, what? A Graham Potter must think, you know what? I should just stay at Brighton. Like, maybe it was just better for me to stay at Brighton. Because now, that Todd Bowler is going to give him a load of transfers. He has no clue what he's going to do with them. And he's not going to be able to have his own style and his own imprint. It's not good for the manager. For me, if I was a manager, I don't know what this Todd Bowler is doing at the minute. It's a bit all over the place.
Yeah, it depends if he's been.
He'll learn, and he'll learn. Todd Bowley will learn. He's got to have a settled manager and a settled squad, and eventually it'll all click for Chelsea. But I don't see that happening for another maybe 2-3 years. It took City a few years to get it right, but they became settled, didn't they? So this is an opportunity for United to pile on the misery for Chelsea and Spurs.
Exactly. And we'll be here to add to the misery of Chelsea and Spurs. Don't worry about that, people. We will keep you well and truly documented on the misery of both Chelsea and Spurs. Because Double A mentioned it there because United, people are getting gassed because United couldn't beat United beat relegation for them. Did have Nottingham Forest not 19th in the table. What was the result against Chelsea today? Did Manchester City not play Everton?
Liverpool?
Yeah, what was their result against Liverpool? What happened with City and Everton?
Exactly.
Just yesterday. All these being relegation for this so easy, everybody would do it.
You can only beat what's in front of you, and if you don't beat it, then you're moaning because other people have beat it. Yeah. Well, let's show that cheddar.
There you go. Exactly. So all the people are saying it's only Nottingham Forest. Well, Chelsea can talk then, innit? You know what I mean?
Exactly. Chelsea didn't do a minute. How come you got, you know what I'm saying, Sergio Aurier scoring 180s in the box, chesting it down and that and swiveling? You know what I'm saying? Looking like Prime Drogba.
Just say you beat Charlton. Just say you beat Charlton and all moan. Oh, you've only beaten a first division club. It's only Charlton. Bro, we're in a semi-final with 2 games from Wembley.
How about you? If you would have got to the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup, you'd probably be playing Charlton. You know what I'm saying? Because no one complains about all the easy draws City got. You know what I'm saying? Carabao Cup and City drew Shakhtar Donetsk. I'm like, how does that work? What happened? You know what I'm saying? It's nuts. It's wild.
Yeah, it's true, man. So I think it's a reason to be positive. And like I said, Double A, Rashford's on form. You know, it's crazy, man. Listen, the rise of Rashford for me. When I'm going to be open and honest, I wanted him sold last summer. So I just said to myself, let's cash in on him now and let's move on. Because I just thought his attitude towards the end of the season, the way he was, the way his form was, I didn't believe in it anymore. And I've seen it time and time again. He's proved me wrong for what he's doing right now, and like I said, he's keeping up. But it's all what I've asked for. And like I said, I've got to give him full credit. Rashford at the minute is unplayable, and he's United's saviour at the minute. You know what I mean? Let's be real. It's there. He's the main man.
Yeah, well, he's the franchise player, which is what we want him to be. You know, like personally, maybe not every fan's the same. Like you say, some fans were willing to let him go in the summer. I was willing to give him this season because there's still a player there. And I think if you look at it, he's been overplayed. Never dropped, playing injured. He just needed some time out under a new manager that's actually going to coach him and has a direction and has a goal for him. And he's turning him into the player that we want him to be again. Probably playing the best football of his career. And I think just long may it continue. I hope he never buys an alarm clock or never switches alarm on again and he comes late every single meeting. So if he's scoring goals and doing that.
That's the catalyst.
You know what it is?
Mate.
Maybe the extra nap gave him the extra energy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. It gave him that little bit of extra energy. You feel me? And he shrugged off. I can't remember who it was. I think it was Johnny who shrugged off for the goal and that. Maybe that's what helped.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he should have had 2. There's no way that should have been disallowed.
That's not more.
No,
because was it that same weekend, just like Everton. Do you remember Everton?
Yeah.
Same scenario.
Same thing,
On the same day, 2 West Ham players did the same against Fulham, hit their hands and they controlled it and they put it in the net. So VAR is just a waste of time. You can't give one, but you disallow another. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No consistency.
No,
Exactly. 100% no. And I see that right in front of me as well. It's crazy, like. But that's what I'm saying. That referee was absolutely terrible. I mean,
you can say that about every single referee in this league, Saeed.
I know.
They're all bad. There's not a good referee in this league at the moment, and I think
every team.
We can't just moan about us. Every team gets these shit decisions against them, and it needs changing. They changed the head of the referee, and I mean, I'm thinking about going and getting my license and going to be a ref. I think I could do a better job.
You think?
Makes you wonder the next generation of referees are going to have to be on top of the game. All these mistakes. I mean, like, the VAR control room every weekend, it's absolutely comical. The only time when it's full on focused is the last day of the season when anything is on the line and they dare not make a mistake.
Yeah, 100%, man. I think for me, it's just one of them. Like I said, we control what we're doing flawless. We're on a good stead. We're doing well, and we've got Bournemouth on Tuesday. We've got Charlton, and then we've got Everton, then Charlton, then Man City, then Arsenal.
Well, that's what I like the competitions and even the FA Cup again. If we get past Everton, which we should, you know what I'm saying, well, they ain't gonna come to Manchester and trio like it's the other side. But
I won't underestimate Everton after yesterday.
Do the business against them, and then again in a cup run, favorable draws. Like when you look at Carabao Cup, favorable draw. So hopefully with the FA Cup, favorable draw, and then from May time, you could be in the 6th round, the semi-final, and you could play lower league opposition. Obviously, Chelsea or City are going out because they've drew each other. So then you hope more Premier League. I don't know the rest of the ties, but you're hoping it's more Premier League.
Liverpool's got Wolves, that I do know. Anfield.
Okay, so that's another Premier League side that's out, which is good. So that's what you're hoping for in that, is as many Premier League sides to draw as possible, to play each other as possible. But I like how it's looking, man. I'm excited. Plenty of games as well. Like I said, we play the 3rd, we play the 6th, the 10th, then the 14th. Games are thick and fast, which is good.
Crazy.
Absolutely. We've still got nearly 1,000 people in it. Only 340 likes. Let's get that to 500 likes.
Come on, man.
And like I said, man, make sure you follow these guys, man. Andy, Flawless, Sarcasm City, road to 5K people. Let's get that ASAP. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, subscribe, people, man. And obviously, big up to Talking Kit. His content will be coming back as well.
There is a big youth game coming up as well next round at Stoke City. So good luck to the boys in the defence of the FA Youth Cup at Stoke. I'm going to make a day of it in Stoke and come back. It's only a 7 o'clock kickoff.
You won't get much of a day in Stoke, Andy. You know what you're gonna do?
Try the Gregs, man. Try the Gregs.
You know what? There's a good water park down there in Stoke. Go to the water park for the day. Go and get on them slides. You'll be buzzing.
I've been to the zoo. The wildlife park down there, Trent, round there. I've been there.
I can't lie. I went to Wolverhampton yesterday, man. I couldn't find anywhere to have a scran, man. There was no scran around, man. I was like, where
you didn't have no Wolves to tell you where the food shops are.
There's an Asda across the road. There's an Asda across the road.
But then all the sandwiches are finished, man. All the sandwiches. Was like, you're not gonna get a sandwich now, love. You're not gonna get a sandwich. You'll have to come in the early morning.
I said, listen. Those would have been a result.
Yeah, this is it, man. Big up to Suki, says Varane back after the World Cup final is the attitude we need. Absolutely. And we got a generous donation from Snake Eyes, man. Thank you very much for the donation, mate. Said, big up Saeed, bro. Been watching you for a while now. Happy New Year. I am a Reds fan, but I love your content. Please tell Nuruddin to chill, man. He was fuming yesterday. He got the panel. 2023, big good to you all. Why was he fuming? A lot of people were telling me today. And I seen him today. He didn't look like he was angry. Why was Nuruddin fuming? Like, we need to know why.
What's he mad about? United are playing well. What is he upset about? I'm not spoken to the OG in a minute.
Can't step on the laptop again or something.
Maybe. I think that was
getting in the way when he's on his laptop. on his computer.
Maybe Anthony did a wrong pass or something because he's not really a fan of man.
He did a few of them, to be fair, mate.
That
wasn't
was
his
a
best
bit.
yesterday.
Andy needs to up his game.
But you know what? That's the whole attack. That's the whole attack outside of Rashford. You know what I'm saying? Garnacho missed a sitter against yesterday. Anthony missed a good header. Martial missed one of the attack. All got a pitch in and stuff, including Anthony though. 100%.
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick one off topic, but PSG getting cooked 3-1 at the minute against Lens away from home. If anyone's interested,
in the league.
Yeah, league game, yeah.
Cool. Neymar suspended, didn't it? Last week.
Yeah.
Is Messi playing? Okay. Is Messi playing?
No, he's still not back.
Now that's a week. That he must be still on a bender, him, I'm telling you.
Oh, he's still in
Breadaware somewhere.
He's doing
I've got an Argentina shirt now. I've ordered one. 3 stars, Messi on the back. I know who the GOAT is, and it ain't Ronaldo.
Yeah, absolutely. But listen, people, we're going to wrap it up here. Big up to the community. Hope you all have a good, start to the year, and hope you've had a good festive period. Andy, it's been a pleasure, mate. I'm gonna have to catch you at these games, man. We don't see each other at the games, so
yeah, mate. I'll find you. Yeah, I'm not there for. I'm back for the derby.
We need. And I speak for the the channel when I say this, and the people in the chat. That Saeed, Andy, you can link up after the game, man. You man got to do a blog together after the game.
Yeah, man.
I'm saying with that microphone, you got like.
I might do Charlton. Just working with the other games and doing paddock.
Yeah, absolutely, man. 100%. We'd have to definitely link up. What's going on with number 11, career over? Listen, that's too much to talk about now. You know what I mean? What we've got to focus on is the players that are with us right now. Double A, nice one, mate. Appreciate it. Legendary kit there as well. Let them know where they can find you as well, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you guys for having me on. As always, it's a massive pleasure to be asked to be here and part of this amazing quartet, I have to say. Talking Kit is my channel where we talk kit. As you can see, I'm wearing a 0506 training top. I got that classic behind me there. We're back this week live on Wednesday with full kit rankers. That's R, not a W. And we're looking at 10 FA Cup shock shirts. 10 shirts that are worn in FA Cup shocks. Come and join us at 9:30. We do it. We rank live.
Sounds a good subject. That sounds a good subject.
Absolutely,
80s,
man.
90s, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Big up Flawless Sarcasm City. Let them know where they can find what you've got going. And like I said, road to 5K. Make sure you go subscribe to this channel, man.
Yeah. Road to 5K, people. Big up for having me. As always, echo everything Double A said there as well. But yeah, Sarcasm City TV on YouTube and Twitch, people. It's not the same content on both. So make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you follow the Twitch. Obviously, it's football. We obviously cover Manchester United, but other Premier League sides as well. You get NBA, all the basketball stuff going on, NFL as well. So make sure you check it out, people. So it's YouTube, Sarcasm City TV, Twitch, Sarcasm City TV, and tonight, the Q&A tonight, people. So Sarcasm City Sports Q&A at midnight, people. It's where we just be answering all your questions. And probably people, my fellow panelists, Chelsea fans complaining about Chelsea, Spurs fans complaining about Spurs. That's what the show's going to be, basically. You know what I'm saying? My Chelsea man have already gone to me. It's therapy for them lot. We can go and laugh. But you get your questions in and we're live every day, people. But big up,
absolutely.
Man. I love for having me every time, Saeed, man.
Always, man. We'll be back hopefully next Sunday after the game against... Well, no, it will be FA Cup next week. So hopefully we'll just...
Sunday night is a quiet night.
Yeah, quiet night. Definitely night. Hopefully we'll be through and hopefully we'll be talking about what's the latest on Man United. But listen, people, enjoy the rest of Sunday. I'll be back tomorrow. Straight Jacket Podcast. We'll see you soon. Take care.